Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Spirit Guide message reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Libra, and see what Spirit has to say. As always, I'm going to be moving your Spirit Guide animal cards over to the side. These will be layered on top of the tarot because they work just beautifully in tandem with each other, giving such a deep and profound voice to Spirit. And then I'm going to be shuffling your botanical oracle cards, moving your chakra cards, and your tarot cards up to the side. Well, up in front. There we go. So let's see now. Libra. Spirit guide message for 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 Libra. Show me clearly. Okay, this card right here, which is ephemeral. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. And this one right here, wow. And defend. So ephemeral, wow, it's a bit out there. The feelings that you're having, not in a bad way, but it's going to be that you can't really put your finger on things like you would like to, Libra. And what's going to be happening is that you're looking at something so much deeper, so much more, and you're going to feel like you have to defend yourself, like, oh my gosh, I have to defend where it is that I'm standing, or I have to defend the way that I see this. And Spirit is saying, don't, because I'm whispering in your ear. I'm that ephemeral being. I'm that ephemeral essence that is around you, that is moving you forward, that is guiding you. And let's see what your chakra cards have to say. And as you embrace it, you move forward closer to your truth and deeper into your power, meaning that as you listen to that voice inside of you, as you listen to kind of like your little Jiminy Cricket, you start to see the truth of things. You start to see the steps that you want to take, and where you once had talked yourself out of maybe being a little bit quirky or doing things differently than everybody else. You're like, no, this is me, and I'm allowed to be me with as much confidence and as much love as I want in my life. And I hope the confidence and the love is just abounding. Spirit guide message for Libra. Spirit guide message for Libra. Spirit guide message for Libra. Ooh, goodness, that was loud. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here. Oh, personal power. Yes, I love that. And this one, which I was going to pull and then stopped, which is inner strength. Ooh, what a glorious combination. Personal power and inner strength. Wow, you're a bit of a badass, Libra. I mean, excuse my language, but you are very much walking into this power and walking into this truth and being surrounded by the essence of Spirit, being surrounded by, your guide, getting deeper messages, and you are finding that you are stepping into your truth, you're stepping into your power, you're stepping into the place that you were born to be, and that's really exciting. Spirit guide message for Libra. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Fantastic. Okay. So at the center of everything is the Five of Wands, which makes sense because of just the way the cards were clacking together. We're hitting each other. There's this sense of this force during this time. And then you have the Two of Swords. You're at a crossroads. The Four of Swords. The Hermit, which is a Virgo energy. But I also, oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's a sloth with a hoodie. That's adorable. Okay. The Nine of Wands. The Page of Wands, a fire sign energy in Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. The Justice card, I mean, that's you. Oh, and I love the imagery. Your heart weighs weighed against a feather, which is very Egyptian right there. And then we have you coming through as a king. Yeah, this is a time of you knowing your worth, knowing your force, knowing yourself, and being completely and utterly empowered. You are also represented by the swords in the minor arcana, so that's awesome. The Ace of Wands, a gift that you are absolutely taking. You're being a student at this time, studying your passion, learning what you desire. And then you have the Page of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There's this sense of being a student of what you love, of moving forward in your heart's truth, but there's a warmth that's surrounding you, a sweetness, a tenderness that is just absolutely brilliant. And your tarot is 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 so gentle and sweet, and yet your chakra cards and your oracle cards, well, your oracle cards are so definitive and empowered. So here there's going to be that balance that comes in. It's going to be that you want to tread lightly upon this earth because you're a Libra, that's what you do. But you're also stepping into your power, moving for your grace, moving towards your grace, moving towards the place that you want to be and the place that you were born to be. And that's where you have your personal power and you have your inner strength shining through. I love the man here in kind of like in the mountain that's coming forward. So as you claim your power, as you claim your strength, there's passion that courses through you, and we see that passion in this reading. But there is also a sense of something dormant within you awakening and moving yourself forward. This represents the solar plexus chakra, which is located slightly above your belly button, slightly above your navel. So here, as you heal and cleanse your solar plexus chakra, you listen to your gut reactions to things. Also, the food that you put into your body during this time is going to have a huge effect on you. It's going to nourish you, but it can also, if you're putting the wrong things into your body, it can also diminish you. I believe it's called a kinesiology test, where you put your hand out and you hold food up to your heart, up against your chest, and you see if you react well to it or not. My mom used to do that to us when we were little. And so here, there's just going to be that sense of seeing if things are good for you. That would be something very beneficial to do. You don't have to do it all the time, and you don't have to do it at all if you do not want to, but the imagery just came into my head. And so Spirit is saying that this is going to be something that can be beneficial to you if you want to do it. But there is also a sense here of claiming your power, even though you might think, oh, I don't want to draw attention to myself. Oh, I don't want to, I don't want to rock the status quo or question things. It's okay. It's okay now. Now is the time to embrace your power, embrace your truth, and to move forward in that force, healing and cleansing your solar plexus chakra, seeing it as this beautiful yellow light above your navel. That's going to be so beneficial to you. Taking out any impurities, any imperfections, any scars that you have accumulated there over time, which everybody accumulates scars over their chakras. Everybody accumulates scars over their lives. So here, it's just healing and cleansing it. You can, picture beautiful golden energy, beautiful yellow energy of the solar plexus chakra, or you can also, listen to a chakra cleanse or a solar plexus cleanse, whichever one makes you feel more comfortable. If you want one more specific, then of course listen to the solar chakra cleanse. There's also the Tibetan healing bowls, which, as you guys know, if you've watched me before, I absolutely love those. So those would be tremendous options, but your solar plexus chakra is going to be playing a huge part. And I love the progression here because it's 13 and then it's 14. So you have that progression of self and of soul and of moving towards what you desire and where you desire being, stepping into your truth. And then we have ephemeral. Things aren't going to be so easily seen. It's going to be that Spirit is all around you, and you breathe Spirit in and you exhale Spirit, and you're going to feel Spirit coursing through your veins. It's going to be something that you can't pin down, you can't define, and this is represented by a daylily. It's going to be very prevalent during the day because you're going to feel as if you're operating on a different plane than everybody else, which can be frustrating and it can be overwhelming. But this is Spirit saying, I'm walking right with you, and no, you're not going to be like everybody else, but you're going to be brilliant and you're going to shine bright, and trust me. And you're going to feel as if you have to defend yourself, or you're going to feel as if you have to defend this connection. Don't. It's going to be something that happens naturally that keeps you moving forward. This is also saying don't roll over and play dead, to things, but also don't feel as if this is going to be a battle to keep yourself connected to Spirit. It is going to be something that happens really rather organically. And this moves us to the Five of Wands, at the heart of everything. The Five of Wands is a bit of chaos. So at your heart, you have chaos. And this is where the personal power and the inner strength comes in, because you're conquering that chaos and you're moving towards your truth. But this is also, this could be a disagreement you had with somebody where you're playing it over and over again in your mind, all right? Where it starts off as something small. It started off as something small and it blew up. Or it can be something that happened, that it starts off as something small and it blows up. Now, these readings I don't give a date to them, because whenever you come across them is the exact moment that Spirit wants you to hear this. So if you're sitting there, and when I say for Spirit, it's something that has happened, that has shaped you, and it's playing through your mind. If something comes up, pops into your head, but if you go, no, that's not it, then, move on to the next one, because here it's something that could have happened already, or it can be happening, right? Very, very soon. And what it's going to do is it's going to push you out of your comfort zone. It's going to have you look at things differently. There's also a sense here with the Five of Wands where it can be internal. You can be having a lot of chaos internally that people just aren't understanding. And what happens is, as you heal and move forward towards your power, towards your strength, as you heal and cleanse your solar plexus chakra, because it does have the yellow ribbon here for the solar plexus, as you move forward in that truth, you have the Ace of Wands. So at your heart is passion. This is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of creativity, of passion, of desire, of moving you forward, of being hungry, okay? So know that this could very well manifest itself into sexual desire. Be very careful who you let into your life during this time. If you already have a partner and everything's safe and good between you guys, then of course, let that sexual power shine through. But if you don't have a partner and you feel like you're going to be, it's going to be kind of like one night stands kind of thing that I'm seeing here, that energy can very well be around you. That's not going to help you at all. That's actually going to make things a lot more confusing, a lot worse for you. So step back and see yourself moving forward towards what you desire to create from within your mind into your everyday life. It's kind of like a work development. It's a being a student of things, and it's using that energy, because you have so much energy inside of you that, it's a sharing of your spiritual energy. And if you share your spiritual energy with people who aren't as spiritually advanced as you, or who aren't vibrating up here, they're going to pull you down. And I believe that sex is a sharing of spiritual energy. So you don't want to be pulled down, because then it's going to take you a long time, and you're going to miss a lot of this beautiful power that is all around you. So here you're moving towards what you desire. You're moving towards what you really want. And divinity is giving you this gift. And it's saying that if you use this, kind of like a magic wand, if you use this, you will start to see that you embrace your magic, your understanding, which isn't, hocus pocus. It is calling on the God's head within you. It's knowing that you are made of stardust. It is knowing that you are part of a universe that is vast and unbelievable, and not feeling small and insignificant within it, but feeling cradled by the love that is surrounding you, by Spirit, by your angels. This moves you to the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is saying that you see two paths very clearly, two paths to move forward in, and it's like, okay, I get this. But as you start to look at things, and as you start to unravel your heart, as you start to unravel your emotional truth, and why this is important is because we as human beings are, as I believe it to be, emotional beings. We come from a place of emotion. Now you can say, okay, we're logical beings, we can figure everything out. But, there are such things as crimes of passion. There are so many times where people say, I did the research, I did everything like that, and then I still went with my gut. I had all the knowledge, I threw it out the window, and I did what it is that I needed to do. And that's how people operate, more times than we like to even say. So here there is this passion, there is this creativity to you, and it comes from the heart. And what you're doing is you're unraveling the heart. You're unraveling the knot of things. And then the knot is what society makes of it. The knot is, saying you have to be this way or you have to be that way. You have to follow this truth or you have to follow that truth. There are only two options, a yes or a no. And you're going to find that a third option starts to become visible to you, or a road that you never thought. It could be multiple options start to become visible to you as you untangle that knot, as you move towards your truth. And this makes you into a king, because now you're not just sitting there and saying, okay, it has to be one way or another. You're saying, this is my life, this is my power, this is my truth. I'm not just looking at two roads, I'm looking at a myriad of possibilities. And you might say, I don't want that. I don't want a myriad of possibilities. I want two distinct things, too many choices, it becomes overwhelming, then I don't know what I'm doing. No, what it's saying here is that you have a kingdom. You are a king, all right? You are the ruler of your domain. And a king claims his power. And you are being seen. You are claiming your power. You are claiming your throne. You are being seen during this time. And so what's going to happen is, as you claim this power, as you're being seen, Spirit is saying that avenues start to open up to you that you hadn't seen before. And one that was hidden from you, but you were leaning towards. It's kind of like one that you thought this could never happen because it would almost be too good to be true. That's what you start to embrace. That's what you start to see, becoming your power, becoming your truth, becoming part of you. And as you see this, know that the King of Swords also has a warning that you can be rather sharp-tongued during this time. Right? All air signs. I mean, I myself am an air sign. I have a lot of air signs in my family and my friends. So you can see that air signs can be sharp-tongued. So what I'm saying here is be mindful of your words, because you're going to get to a point where you're like, why is everybody snipping? What the heck is wrong with them? And then you're going to be like, oh, okay. So, and when you go, oh, okay, and you step back and you see it, you might want to apologize and say, oh, I'm sorry for being a bit snippy. I'm just so passionate about this, and I have such a goal, and I'm seeing so many different ways of going about things that sometimes I'm losing track, and I'm not realizing that everybody isn't in the whirlwind that is my head right now. If you make it clear, a lot of people will be really understanding. Also, don't share too much of what you're discovering and how you're moving forward, because that's kind of going to derail you a little bit. It's kind of like once you speak it to somebody else, it loses a bit of its power, is what I'm seeing here. So just be mindful of that. Then we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands here is dealing with your passion, your creativity, your sense of balance, abundance, grounding, trust, and truth. Yeah. And here it feels like, okay, so what I'm seeing is you need to have a wall between you and the outside world. And as you have this wall between you and the outside world, as you let the world be the world, because it's not going to stop, it doesn't stop for anybody. But you say, that's your truth. That's how you're defining yourself. This is how I'm going to be defining me. And you stop letting everybody's words hit you, because they're hitting you like bricks in a pillowcase. They're hitting you and they're scarring, they're hurting, they are weighing you down. And what I'm seeing here is that you are rising up. And as you rise up, you need to not let other people's opinions, other people's words overshadow your own. Because as you kind of build this wall between you and the outside world, it's kind of like, it's a fence. It's a good neighbor fence, one of those really big ones. You have here the Page of Cups. You have a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Because right now, during this time, you have a lot of water within you. And and this is saying that you have a lot of emotional truth within you. You have a lot of passion within you. You have a lot of creativity within you. And it's going to all kind of settle itself around your heart, around your soul, around yourself. Again, the solar plexus coming through. You're crowned here by the crown chakra, which is the purple, and the heart chakra. So you're crowned by your heart and your mind, which are working in tandem with each other to move you forward. And as you sip this tea, as you come to a place of harmony and realization, you start moving forward, you start studying, you start understanding, but you come to it from a calm, safe place. You come to it from this place of also being open to being a student, being open to saying, okay, I don't know everything, but I am learning, I am discovering, and I am realizing. And as you learn and you discover and you realize, you have the Page of Wands right here, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You take this gift of the Ace of Wands. You take this gift of creativity, of channeling your personal passions, your desires, how you want your life to develop on this earthly plane. It's not what you want to accumulate or how you want to plant the seeds, how you want things to keep on growing, because that's the Pentacles. Here, it is simply your passion, your creativity, and your hard work moving you forward. And you're a student, you're learning. You're constantly learning new things. You're constantly picking up new avenues, new understandings. And this leads you to the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is saying that you're going to need time to just kind of step back. You're also going to be adorable, by the way, because this is just too cute. I mean, look at these. The little hawk with the hat and the otter with the cup of tea. And even your fierceness as the leopard with the crown on. I mean, it's just an adorableness to this right now that I'm really picking up on. There's just a loveliness to you. There's a loveliness to you that is beautiful and that is absolutely charming. You will be charming during this time. And as you embrace your charm, as you embrace your power, as you embrace the truth of why you're here, you might very well, no, not might, you will very well need to kind of step back from people, step back from things and say, I need to connect with me. I need to, own my passion, own my power, look at the light within me to guide me forward, and then move slowly and steadily towards your goals, towards what you want. But there's a light within you, and there's also a Virgo energy, a time frame, August 23rd, September 22nd. And this time frame can be very impactful to you, but also the sitting there and being able to nurture what you want to develop, being able to slowly and steadily move towards your goals, being able to protect yourself and comfort yourself. It's going to be really quite beautiful. And then we move to the essence of you, the Justice card. And what's so beautiful with this is that in in Egyptian mythology, Anubis, the god of the dead, weighs a person's heart against a feather. If your heart weighs more than a feather, you are denied into the underworld. You are denied into paradise. And here, the scales are balanced. Your heart does not weigh more than the feather. So here, you're finding a balance between your heart's truth and the chaos of the rest of the world. You are seeing yourself being able to move forward towards what you want to develop, towards where you want to be. And you are finding a sense of a pure connection with the divine during this time. It can be moments of it. It can be 5 seconds here and 2 seconds there, but they're going to be blissful seconds. They're going to be beautiful seconds. And they're going to let you see that you have been through a war. The Four of Swords is you have been through a war. The Four of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is a coffin with 4 swords above it. And that shows, what that is indicating is that in medieval times, knights used to lay in their coffins when they came back from war, right, from battle, because they would think of all the ways that they could not have returned. So it was a ritual. It was a thing that they did to say, wow, look how human I am, look how fragile I am, and look how thankful I am for having another day, another dawn to embrace. And that's what I see you doing here. Not laying in your coffin, because that's a bit morbid, but, or you do you, whatever makes you happy. But it's a sense of stepping back and seeing everything that you have been through. Every hardship, every pain, every disappointment. Instead of saying, oh, I should have just, powered through it. I should have just, soldiered on. What you do is you step back and you're like, wow, I'm really proud of me for moving forward this way, for embracing my passion, my power, and my truth this way, for moving forward towards my greatness and my grace. And as you do that, you step into your kingdom. You step into your power, your truth, and divinity graces you. Your spirit guide holds before you, as the divine holds before you, this sense of passion, this sense of creativity, this sense of moving towards what fills your heart with joy and with purpose. Okay, so let's look at your spirit animal cards. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Libra. Spirit guide message for 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 Libra. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. And I'm going to lay these out quietly. All right. So at the heart of everything is the dragonfly spirit. And it says, truth transcends illusion. And that's what you're going to see here with this chaos and with this doubt or with this anger towards things. Or, that can be between you and another person, or within your own mind, this chaos, this doubt, this fear, this, oh my gosh, can I actually do it? You're transcending illusion. You're transcending what becomes bigger, what kind of gets blown up. And you're putting things back down into the realm of reality, into the realm of the everyday. And you're saying, okay, this is not as devastating as I thought it once was. You're listening to your truth, your power, and yourself. And as you do so, as you transcend illusion, and by that I mean what we blow up in our mind, what we think of as absolute truth, because our mind does not know the difference between our exaggeration of things or our fear of things making things worse and it actually being worse, it actually being overwhelming. So here you're putting everything back into perspective. And it can be also that you're healing relationships with people, all right, or with a certain person. And this moves you to the giraffe spirit, which says, see the bigger picture. Because as you see the bigger picture, you get this gift of passion, of creativity, of knowledge, moving you forward towards your greater goals, towards where you truly want to be and what you truly stand for. And then this leads you to the horse spirit, which says, freedom is yours. You are free. It's not just two roads that you have to walk. It's not just two ways of seeing things. Things are not black and white. There's a myriad of grays here. There's a myriad of possibilities leading you forward. And it's not to be overwhelming. It's to say that you haven't exactly found your truth yet. And as you find your truth, as you walk forward, as you untangle your heart, as you untangle the emotional baggage that we all carry with us, you're untangling yours, and you start to see a third option open up, and it leads you to a beautiful freedom. It leads you to an exquisite freedom, and it leads you to a powerful freedom, which then brings you to the nightingale spirit, which says love is all around you. Love is all around you, period. End of discussion. You might say, okay, but Dane, no one I love is around me, or I don't have anyone who loves me. And here, what Spirit is saying is that Spirit loves you. And you are so absolutely intertwined with Spirit at this moment that it is exquisite. And so you are surrounded by the love of Spirit, if not by the love of anybody else. Right? Which might sound a little bleak, but it's actually going to be very uplifting. It's going to say, what Spirit is saying is that you're carrying your love with you. All right? And even if you're surrounded by those that you love, you're going to find that really calling on your spiritual guide to lead you forward, to embrace you with love, to move you forward in love, is going to be the most powerful thing you do for yourself. Because you are moving forward into your balance and into your truth by doing so. Because Libra, you are just a being of love. Love is such an integral part of your life. You need that good relationship. And if you're sitting there and going, yes, Dean, I do need that good relationship, but I don't know how to get it. Spirit is saying, first of all, it's not going to come to you until you're ready. Because you can find the bad relationships, the people who use you and abuse and just kind of throw things away. But what you're looking for here is somebody who sees the absolute exquisiteness within you. That the absolute beauty of having you as a partner. And so here, even if you have a partner, you're going to see things rekindling, like understanding why you two fell in love in the first place. Like there's this passion that starts to build. It doesn't have to be like, rip off each other's clothes type of passion. It could be a very subtle, very beautiful passion where you're like, wow, this is why I'm with this person. And for those looking for relationships, it's going to be like, okay, I'm looking towards and I'm looking for someone who surrounds me with love. Because I already surround myself with love and I'm not going to be pulled down. Right? There's something beautiful in the works here, and it is exquisite for you. And it can also be that you're surrounding yourself with love within your work. You're really heading towards your passion. You're heading towards what you desire to create, and it's exquisite for you. This leads you to the grasshopper spirit, which says, take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Build up that wall. Do not listen to what everybody is saying. I mean, okay. So I want to be clear. Do not do anything foolish. Do not sit there and say, oh, Dane said not to listen to what everybody's saying and I should just go. No, if there's somebody who is not good for you and your family is saying, okay, be mindful of this person, or there is a career option where people are like, okay, well, that sounds really, really good. It actually sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? Or why is it only that you're signing for X amount of days? What's going on here? Pay attention to that. What I'm telling you what Spirit is saying and what I'm relaying is that if you have a dream, if you have a passion, everybody does, okay? If you have something that you love, it can be, let's say that you love collecting this certain thing, or you love, reading tarot or listening to tarot, but you don't want to tell anybody that because you don't want anybody to laugh at you. Now you start to think, this is my truth. This is who I am. And who the heck cares what you think? Kind of thing. So it's not saying don't listen to anybody's advice, especially when it's sound. It's saying do not let the fear of what other people will say keep you from following in the footsteps of your truth and of your power and of your creativity. Because now it's the time to be you, and to be you with pride. All right? This then moves you to the Bat Spirit, which says a rebirth is assured. You have the Page of Cups here. As you follow what you love, as you study what you love, as you look at what you love and what you truly desire, a rebirth is assured. You are being reborn into your heart's truth. Then you have the Wombat Spirit, which says be at home. Be at home with yourself. Be at home with your passion. Be at home with your creativity. Be a student of it. Always let it grow, develop, be nurtured by you. Right? But be at home and create that beautiful home inside your soul for yourself. That beautiful place of creation and cultivation. This leads you to the Antelope Spirit, which says life is speeding up. And that's why you need to step back. You're kind of like, whoa, life, hold on just a moment. What the heck are you doing? Life is speeding up. You need to step back. You need to say, okay, I need to follow my light from within. And as I follow my inner light, my inner power, my inner truth, I'm seeing a whole new world open up to me. And as you see that whole new world, and as you embrace that whole new world, you embrace then the speed for which things start to change, start to manifest, start to grow. Right? But there is going to be that balance needed where things speed up and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, and you turn in. And that's going to be exactly what you're supposed to do. But you're going to think, oh my gosh, I should just be going with the flow. I should be running this race. Why am I so scared? I always do this to myself. I mess everything up. Stop. You don't. Let yourself listen to Spirit, because as I said before, Spirit is absolutely intertwined within you and around you and is a part of you just like air at this moment. And so let Spirit flow through you like your blood flows through your body. This then leads you to seeing the bigger picture and to embracing a rebirth, to embracing a resurgence of power. And a rebirth, I would say, I see it like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And I know people say, why does it always have to be the phoenix rising from the ashes? Can't we just cut a break? I don't see that as a bad thing. Yes, it's after something has died away, you have the ashes of something. But you can view it as every single day, the sun rises from the night. The night is dark, ashes. The sun is bright, the phoenix. So every day you are a phoenix rising. Every day you embrace a new truth and a new power to yourself. This leads you to the Hummingbird Spirit, which says, be here now, be in the present. And as you are in the present, you see the balance coming in. You embrace the balance of yourself, the passion of your heart, the beauty of your soul. And you're not really into, trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Kardashians. You're looking at your life and saying, this is who I need to be. And that's what keeps your heart as light as a feather, because you're not polluting it with what everybody else is demanding you desire. We are a consumer society. That's just what we are. You buy more, you'll become happier. Don't worry about it. No. That's not how life works. You buy more, you get an instant high. That's why they have Shoppers Anonymous, because you can get addicted to that instant high. But unless you lift the burden from your heart, and unless you really listen to your soul, you will never be content. You will always be looking for the next big deal. You will always be looking for the next big thing, which is what so much of our world is about. Our world is addicted to the next high, to the next, new and sparkly thing. It's time to calm and center yourself. It's time to say, I am enough. And as you are in the here and now, as you are embracing the present, you see a beauty surrounding you that doesn't have to do with accumulation of stuff. It has to do with accumulation of soul and of personal power. Which is right here. Right there. You're shining through your personal power, your inner strength. This leads you then to the Turkey spirit, which says, give with gratitude and grace. As you look at all the hardships that you have been through, all the disappointments, all the heartbreaks, all the pains, give with gratitude and grace. Know that you went through this for a reason. And this reason is to help you add to society, not to subtract from it. You know, your reason here is to be that pillar of light, that pillar of beauty, that high vibration that people look at and wonder, you know, how could you possibly know? How could you possibly be happy? How can you possibly live a life of joy? And that is your secret. Because you look at every mistake that you have done, every heartbreak, every pain, every disappointment, and you see that it wasn't a mistake, but it was well worth it. You know, it was never wasted, is what I'm trying to say. It was never wasted. And it became part of your empowerment, which now leads you to knowing that love is all around you as you look at the bigger picture. Your subconscious spirit animal oracle card is the electric eel, which says, bring your ideas to life. It is time to bring your ideas to life. It is time to embrace your passion. It is time to look at things and say, I have a voice and I have a purpose. And as you embrace that voice and embrace that purpose, you become energized and you find yourself really moving forward towards that truth. Because you have fire with the Page of Wands, you have water with the Page of Cups, and you have air with the King of Swords. So fire feeds air. Air takes from fire, right? Well, fire takes from air. And then you have the water, which feeds the air, okay? Because it comes up, the air takes from the water to make clouds, you know, and there is just this balance, there's this synchronicity to things. The water can quench the fire, right? Quench the passion, and you're going to see that there is this balance. And if the passion comes too high, you are going to need to quench it with your heart's truth. And you might think that it is kind of an oxymoron to say that your passion can be quenched by your heart. But by listening to your heart's truth and saying, what is it that I truly want? What is it that truly makes me feel happy inside? Where is my true gift? You know, why am I here? And our true gifts, we always want it to be something huge. You know, be the best that you can be at what brings you joy. If you love being a parent, you know, be the best parent that you can be. That is a noble job. A teacher, noble job. You know, we want to be the best movie star we can possibly be. We want to walk the red carpet. But what about being a fantastic engineer or scientist, mathematician, artist? Look at your strengths. Look at your power. And look at the beauty you can bring into this world. Embrace it. Because your subconscious chakra card is nurturing. You're nurturing your inner power. This is the Earth Star Chakra, which is located 6 inches below your feet. And this is saying here that you nurture your soul yourself, that you nurture your roots, where you came from. It can be also your DNA, but it can also be, your DNA, what you've inherited from your family, right? But it can also be, what you've inherited from your past lives. And you're nurturing the roots from which you came from and the way that you are growing. This really does call to a rebirth, a resurgence of self. This then leads to invigorate, which is juniper. Okay? You're invigorating your body, mind, and spirit. You are feeling energized, empowered, and you're not really invigorating your body, mind, and spirit. Spirit is. And spirit is invigorating you, helping you move forward, giving you this passion to drive you towards your goals. And your subconscious message for this whole entire reading is the Ace of Swords. Now, you are most definitely taking this gift because you come through as the King of Swords here. But this is also a gift just for you. You are an air sign spirit. You are an air sign element. Well, elemental spirit? Yes, you are an air sign. You are represented by an air sign. Libra, you are an air sign. And you cut through doubts and fears. You see your mind. You see your truth. And this is going to be so important to you Because as you embrace this knowledge, this moment, this sense of divinity working with you, this sense of being able to see things come into alignment, what you have been practicing for, what you have been living each day for, starting to come to a head, starting to see the purpose of things, you become empowered, emboldened, and invigorated. And as you move forward in that power, in that invigoration, as you nurture yourself, you bring your ideas to life, you bring your power to life, and you cut through any doubts and fears that are holding you back. But you also have a razor sharp wit and a brilliant, brilliant mind. Do not let it go to waste. All right, Libra, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. It was an honor to bring you this message from Spirit, and I love you all. Bye.